We cannot hear you.
Sorry, I was on mute. I did not realize that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with a big round of applause. Over to you, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Anil.
So, good morning, everyone. What a good day it is today. We are having this meeting just before Holi. So, let's start this meeting with Holi vibes. When I say Holi, everyone has to say hey. Okay, when I say Holi, everyone has to repeat hey. So, Holi,
Hey,
Hey,
yeah, not louder. So, again, Holi,
hey,
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 Holi.
hey.
hey.
Yeah, good, good. So now we are getting those vibes. So let me start the meeting. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. My name is Anil Shukla and I will be the SAR for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the 511th meeting of Eloquent Toastmaster Club Gurgaon. Toastmaster International has a collective mission which is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a greater self confidence and personal growth. To conduct the meeting in a smooth way, we follow certain rules. So, the first rule is we will take 10 seconds to switch off or put our phones on a flight mode. So, please, I request everyone to do so. I hope we all are done. Can you confirm?
Yes, I've done that.
Okay, 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 okay. Thank you. Second rule would be please try to avoid talking about any topic in a derogatory manner. Third, please do not cross talk unless there is any emergency. Please do not enter or leave the room when someone is speaking on the stage. For the online audience, please turn off your audio and video if you are stepping out. So now let me hand over the stage to our presiding officer. She is a performance marketer, very energetic, enthusiastic, and punctual. So help me in welcoming our presiding officer, Toastmaster Rashmi.
thank you, Toastmaster Anil, Sergeant at Arms, for your kind words. Let me just change it to the gallery view. Just a second. Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. A very happy Holi, a very vibrant, colorful, and joyous Holi to each one of you. How are we feeling today?
I'm excited.
Excited?
Are
How's it go? The question was, how are you feeling? Online audience, how are we feeling today?
in a festive mood?
Festive mode, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
energetic, excited.
That's good to know. It is so good to see so many of you dressed up in a festive attire. Thank you so much for bringing such colorful and energetic energy into the room. A big round of applause for each of us. Holi is not just the festival of colors. It brings each of us closer, right? And public speaking does the same. Whenever we step to the stage, whenever we speak, we share a piece of ourselves with others. We share our thoughts, our imaginations, our perspective. And when we listen, we give someone else the confidence to show up, to keep going. So, yes, public speaking also helps us bring closer, bring together. And this platform isn't just about delivering speeches, it's about sharing a little part of yourself, being vulnerable, growing every time you step on, and we lift each other up. So let's keep the momentum going and keep the energy alive. Before we officially kick off and I invite the Toastmasters of the day to the stage, I am seeing some guests who have joined us for the first time, and I'm very excited to see all of you. So let's start with a quick round of introductions. So I would like to hear from guest Yogesh.
Yeah, hi everyone. Good morning. So I'm Yogesh Singh. I'm excited to join in this group. So obviously the intent is to improve my effective communication and pursue my career in a next level of speech, and also that's the objective. So I heard about Toastmaster. So earlier also for a certain duration, so I was associated with this, but I'm not able to pursue. But it's a need to pursue this. So a way forward, I wanted to improve my uh, a skill in terms of communication and public speaker.
Thank you, guest Yogesh. So good to have you with us. Now let's hear from another guest who have joined us online. It's guest Torsten, if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Thorsten.
Torsten.
He is past PPRM and current area director in District 21.
Okay. So good to have you with us. Can we have a huge round of applause for guest Torsten?
Good morning, everyone. I've always wanted to talk to people in the future or the people of the future. So I'm in the past. I live in Canada. I'm 13 hours behind. So interesting. Thank you. Rupi invited me today, and I'm looking forward to see a new experience with a new club.
Thank you for joining us. Do we have any other guest online? Guest Mansi, I know you're joining us for the third time, but we have some new people in the room, so would love to hear from you again.
Yeah, so I think calling me guest would not be more longer appropriate, but yeah, of course. Good morning, everyone. And yeah, the meeting today is giving me a lot of festive and a joyful vibe around. So talk about me. I'm actually working, I work with a corporate during the entire revenue operations of an IT company. I'm a proud mother of a teen daughter, a beautiful teen daughter. The whole purpose, I'm on a personal mission to improve myself and become the better version of my own self and actually picking each area of my life where really need to polish. So the whole intent to join Toastmaster this year was also that, I mean, I've been procrastinating this entire um uh, task, and this year I took that pledge that yeah, this is another area I really want to polish. So yeah, that's the whole intent, to be a part of this wonderful group. Thank you for this in accommodating and making this such a beautiful, inclusive group. Thank you so much.
Glad to see you coming back to meeting every Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, so we don't have any guests joined in person today, but we have a member who has come here for the very first time in person, and I would like her to officially introduce yourself to the club.
Hello everyone, my name is Akshita and I'm from Bangalore. So I've completed my Bachelor of Commerce in Presidency College, and then here I had to shift here. That is why I had to leave my home club, which is Galaxy Toastmasters Club in Bangalore. There I was invited. This term Toastmasters was new to me, and my mentor said that you have to join this. It will increase. It will what to say that it will make my speaking better. I'll be communicating better, and this will be good for my IMs also. Then I joined Galaxy Toastmasters Club for 3 months, and then I became a Sergeant at Arms there for 6 months. And then I had to shift here for my work. Now I'm working here at Growth Jockey, which is a full stack venture building company. And after that, the transferring took a lot of time, and I had to come. The day came today in this holy celebration. I'm a part of Eloquent Toastmasters Club. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshata, for coming in person and especially on a very special day. And it's even more special because we are fortunate to have a distinguished Toastmasters with us today. And he has mastered the art of public speaking. Toastmasters of the day will tell more about the speaker. And I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmasters of the day. Whenever she comes to the stage, she brings confidence, clarity, and great energy. So over to you, Toastmaster Ayushi.
Thank you for the kind welcome, Rashmi. Happy Holi, everyone. As Toastmaster Rashmi said, Holi is the festival of colors. One moment you're standing in a complete white dress, and in the other moment you're just walking and breathing like a rainbow. Isn't that what happens on Holi, right?
Yes.
But isn't that also the reason why we are here in this meeting? Where you come in as one version and you walk out a little more confident, a little more colorful, right? So this meeting is colorful as well, and it has a different agenda. Let me walk you through how the meeting would go today. First, we have an educational session from the champion himself, Prapinder sir, followed by what we learn in the session, we would apply it in a table topic session. We would have evaluations and then a special activity that would be in the spirit of Holi. Okay, so this meeting is special for two reasons for me, because first we celebrate the spirit of Holi and the spirit of learning. So get ready for laughter, participation, and growth together. This is a jam-packed meeting, so we need the train to be moving on time. And in order to do that, we have the timer who will keep us on track. And today the timer is Toastmaster Saurav. Can you please explain it?
Thank you, Toastmaster Ayushi. Dear guests and fellow Toastmasters, a very warm good morning and happy Holi. Wish you a very happy all to all. And Holi is a festival of colors, bright, joyful, and full of energy. But while we play with colors today, let's not forget that one thing that keeps every celebrations organized and meaningful is time. Today I am your timer, and my name is Saurav, and I will be and this one. Yeah.
You just type the
Just
detail, you can just say.
Huh?
There are no speeches, right? You just type the
Okay.
detail.
So today's meeting is it's different slightly because we don't have not like previous. We have today we have workshop session. The workshop session, the time duration will be 45 minutes, and at 28 minutes I will show the green card. At 35 minutes I will show the yellow card, and at 42 minutes I will show the red card. And the next session is Q&A session. The time duration will be 15 minutes, and I will show the green card at 10 minutes and yellow card at 12 minutes. And at 14 minutes I will show the red card. And the next session is table topic. The next session is table topics. The time duration will be 1 to 2 minutes, and I will show the green card at 1 minute, and the yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card at 2 minutes. And the last session is table topic evaluation. The time duration will be 30 to 16 seconds. I will show the green card at 30 seconds and yellow card at 45 seconds, and at last max 60 seconds I will show the red card. When you see the red card, it means your time is up and you should conclude your speech at the meet. And when team mode calls me, and I will show my detailed report to you all. Back to the team mode. All the best.
Thank you for explaining your role, Toastmaster Saurav. I admire your resilience. I seriously admire your resilience. That is the best part. Keep up the good work. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into the first session, which will be the educational workshop on how to speak on any topic. You know, on Holi, we throw the brightest color that we have, right? And our speaker today, the brightest color that he has is sharing his knowledge and wisdom. Distinguished Toastmaster Rupinder is a seasoned training professional with 3 decades of experience in training and development. He is also a twice distinguished Toastmaster, which is the highest qualification available in Toastmasters educational program. In August 2018, Rupinder represented his district in the World Championship of Public Speaking at Chicago, where he stood second in the semifinals. In addition, he was also the Toastmaster of the Year in 2022, a District 41 finalist in the International Speech and Evaluation Speech Contest in the year 2021. Rupinder secured the 3rd place in District 41 Evaluation Contest in the year 2022, and he was also a district semi-finalist in the Table Topics Contest the same year. In 2025, Rupinder made it to the 2nd place in District 21 Evaluation Speech Contest. Rupinder continues his journey of telling stories, and he firmly believes that a story is the most powerful gift a person can give, and that there is a storyteller inside each and every one of us, and that today the world needs a storyteller more than before. Please help me welcome distinguished Toastmaster Rupinder with a huge round of applause.
Thank you, Ayushi. It's always lovely to be introduced by you. You must have got that memorized by now. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge a couple of people I had the good fortune of meeting earlier. One, of course, is Torsten, the past district public relation manager and current area director, and soon to be division director in District 21, which is British Columbia and Yukon provinces in Canada, the western side of Canada. And the other very special person is Aditya Arya. Aditya and I go back to 2015, where we met in the humorous speech contest. And I came second in the division. He came first. And if you ever get a chance, listen to him speaking on humorous topics. He's probably the best that there is. Let's have a huge round of applause for him. So let's talk about the international speech contest? No, table topics, right. How many of you, if I were to call you on stage right now and give you a topic, how many of you would be terrified if I give you a random topic and ask you to speak on it for 1 or 2 minutes? So there is one brave soul, there are two, quite a few brave souls. Okay. I don't think they're getting audio. Are you getting audio online?
Yeah, we get it.
Yes.
You want to change the audio to the laptop and not to HDMI, or you might want to disconnect HDMI altogether, because it's going to cause problems otherwise when they speak. Okay. So a lot of people would be terrified of table topics. What if I told you, what's the time now? It's 11:50, going to 11:51. What if I told you that in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to make you somewhat comfortable with table topics? What is going to be your reaction? Really? Typically, the reaction is, Rupinder, give me whatever you are having. Okay? But let's try. So I firmly believe that the proof of the pudding lies in the eating, and nobody knows eating better than me. Okay? So I'm going to challenge anyone in the room, except Ayushi, for 2 reasons. Because she knows what is coming next. That's the first one. Second, she's going to give me some very embarrassing topics, which I don't want to discuss. I'm going to, and Torsten for that matter. I'm going to ask anyone to give me any topic, make it as weird as possible, and I will give you an answer. Anyone, think of the worst topic that you've heard, and I'll speak on it. 1 to 2 minutes. Timer, you can time me. Anyone? Aditya has a topic already.
You're a shark, which fish you will eat?
So, in my opinion, if I'm a shark, I'd probably be a vegetarian. I say so because I do not like seafood. Now, you can imagine a shark who is in the sea and does not like seafood won't survive very long. But let me tell you why I don't like seafood. For some reason, I seem to have an allergy to fish, except when it comes to fish and chips. And that too, I have a very particular taste. Only certain select outlets I can enjoy fish and chips. Otherwise, I don't enjoy fish at all. So, to answer your question, if I was a shark, what kind of a fish I would eat? Probably a fish that is vegetarian. How was it? Wait. Could be a fluke. I could have paid him money, give me the topic. So, anyone online, you want to give me a topic? Don't make it embarrassing, please. Guests, do you want to give it a shot? Any topic?
What is the most embarrassing moment of your so far life?
Oh, in my opinion, if I was to go back into an embarrassing moment, I would have to go back to my school. You see, we used to have these, I say so because that day I not only embarrassed myself, I embarrassed my school also. Let me tell you what happened. There was an inter-school contest, a debate contest, and there was this person, Sid. Now, Sid was someone who was like Aditya. He used to win every contest, every quiz, every female's attention. And I was like, today he's not going to win because I'm going to ask him a question. I'm going to embarrass him in front of the whole school. And he gave me an opportunity also. So when he said that, does anybody have any questions? I raised my hand. And I said, Mr. Speaker, you said in your speech that computers are intelligent. To my mind, they are not intelligent. They don't have any more knowledge, any more intelligence than that of a cockroach. You ever have the feeling when something horrible is about to happen? I did not have that feeling, but that didn't mean that something horrible was not going to happen. Because Sid replied that I never said computers are intelligent. I said they're diligent. Diligent means paying attention to detail, something that you should do. Ever had that moment when you want the universe to wipe your existence? That was one moment. So, if you were asking me about an embarrassing moment, that was the moment because not only did I gift Sid a victory on a platter, I embarrassed myself in front of the whole school. So, how did I do?
Great.
Okay, wait. Did you notice a pattern in both the topics? The opening sentence, what was it?
In my
So let's go with that. In my, and please bear with my handwriting. If you think my handwriting is bad, you should look at my drawing. You'll feel that my handwriting is a blessing. Okay. So what was the next sentence? Did anybody said
Shared a personal story.
I pay so because, and as Anurag said, I gave a
Reason.
reason. Third, what did I do? In the first one, I gave an. If I'm saying an, that means the next word starts with a vowel. I gave an explanation, example. In the second one, I narrated an
Story.
an experience.
Oh, experience.
So, let me explain. Right? And finally, I closed with my, I said, therefore, in my right? So far, so good. A lot of theory. It'll make sense. Trust me. Just give me 1 minute. So I started with my opinion, went to the reason, gave an explanation in the form of an example or an experience, and closed with my opinion. Now, those of you who are afraid of table topics, if I was to mention the color red, would you have an opinion about color red or not? The moment I say color red, an opinion forms in your head. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. If I say chat GPT, suddenly an opinion forms. Can we all agree that every living creature on this planet has an opinion?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you
Yes.
don't believe me, just go to Facebook. 850 million opinions and counting. Okay? Everybody has an opinion. Now, does anybody have an iPhone in here? I don't like iPhones. What would you say to that? That is your
Opinion.
okay. And does it matter?
No.
Or an opinion on its own is not going to matter until I qualify it with a reason. I give it a reason. Let's have a round of applause, please. Okay, so if I say that between tea and coffee, I like coffee, and if you are a tea lover, you'll say that it's your opinion, right? But if I say I like coffee because suddenly you are interested, that let me at least hear their part of the story. But would you be convinced if I say that Android is better or coffee is better? You will not be. I just gave a reason. Now, the second step, the third step, I qualify my reason with an explanation. Where I am coming from, why I am saying this. And the more reasons I give, the more explanations I give, the more stories I tell, the more examples I give, the more solid my reason will come across. And finally, to bring everybody back, I close with my opinion. Okay? This is a framework. You start with in my opinion. If the moment you hear a topic, in my opinion, whether you agree, disagree, or slightly disagree with the topic, I say so because, come up with your reason, let me explain, or for example, and therefore in my opinion. So opinion, reason, explanation, opinion. Rashmi, the first letter of the word opinion. What is the first letter of the word opinion? What is the first letter of the word reason? Explanation. Who loves Oreos? I hate Oreos. But that again is my opinion. Okay? This is the Oreo approach to a table topic. And I can guarantee you, if you're ever stuck, Oreo is going to save you, even if you don't know the answer. I have been doing Oreo since 2018. I can literally do an Oreo in my sleep. Okay? Now, just knowing a framework is one thing, applying it is another. Okay? So, which one of you is really afraid to do a topic? Who's really afraid to do a topic? Okay, you are going to do a topic. Just follow this framework. I'm going to give you a topic. Okay? Start with in my opinion, move to I say so because, let me explain, and then therefore in my opinion. You can do that? If you want, you can write it down and then you can tell it to us. Alright? Cool. So, very simple topic. Your name is?
Harsh.
Harsh. My favorite color, Harsh. Go ahead. You want to take time to write it down? You can write it down. Okay, anybody else wants to try? Okay, Dikshita. Okay. Tea or coffee? Tea or coffee, Dikshita? Anybody else? Your biggest strength. Your biggest strength, whatever your name is. Just go ahead. Okay, online audience, universal topic for you. Okay, give me a simple one, Ayushi. Your favorite food, online audience, your favorite food. Essentially, what is your opinion of your favorite food? Why is it your favorite food? Example of it, or an explanation, or and close with your opinion. Done? As you are done, just let me know. Can you pass me the water, please? Whoever is ready can. Who wants to go ahead? I still have time on my side. I've got like 9 more minutes to go. You don't take 9 minutes to write. I mean, that's 1 minute to deliver a table topic. You'll take 9 minutes, right? That's kind of crazy. Dikshita is ready. Yes, Dikshita.
In my opinion, I love coffee. I love the smell of the coffee, and when my mate is not around, that's the most easy peasy thing I can make because it really uplifts my mood. So, so I can say that coffee is my stress buster because it gives me energy. It makes my mood positive, and
Okay. You started off with your opinion. You use the word because, which means that you gave a reason. Where you missed out was the examples. Your examples came after your closing opinion. Okay. So if I was to rephrase this, I would have gone that between tea and coffee, I like coffee more. I say so because it is a stress buster for me. Then like a 1 to 3 examples of how coffee is a stress buster for you. Okay. So for example, on a cold winter night, there's nothing as comforting as a cup of coffee. Okay. Or when I wake up, I drive away my early morning, tiredness or sleepiness with a cup of coffee. Or how you like your coffee. Do you like it black? Do you like it with cream, with sugar? That sort of a thing. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, somebody's outside. Who wants to go next? Anybody online?
Yeah, I will go next.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, my favorite food is dal rice because this is pure vegetarian food and it's a very easy to cook, and it's a very in my opinion it's a very healthy as well, and rather I can eat all the time.
Okay. Go into the explanation. How is it easy to make? Just give an explanation about how is it easy to make.
So is it easy to make it's a simply like we can wash the raw dal rice and we can cook it in a 15 to 20 minutes time.
Yeah. So essentially, you start with your opinion that your favorite food is dal rice. You like it because it's easy to make.
Right.
How is it easy to make? You boil rice, you boil dal, add the spices, boom, ready to eat. So in your opinion, dal rice is your favorite food. Super.
Right.
Anybody else who wants to try? Yes, Harsh.
So like my table topic was my favorite color.
Ah.
So my favorite color is blue,
Oh.
no doubt. The reason is during my childhood, I love this color unconditionally. Wherever I'm going, if there is any toy, if there is any cycle, I am inherently choosing blue color. And soon enough, I realized I'm associating it with more royalness, something that is big, something that has authority. For example, sky is blue. We all love blue skies. Ocean is blue, deeper shade of blue. We love looking at the ocean. It relaxes our eyes. The company in which I work right now is having blue theme. The dress I'm wearing is blue, and that is the reason my favorite color is blue.
Let's have a round of applause. Because that is the most clear illustration of Oreo that I've seen so far. And one thing that he did right was that he gave a personal example.
Yes.
Okay. And that is the thing that I wanted to emphasize, that whenever you give examples, give a personal example. Whenever you tell a story, tell a personal story. Why? Because it makes your audience come closer to you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, how many of you were afraid of table topics before we started? Are the clouds clearing a little bit?
Yeah.
Do you think you can follow the structure?
Yes.
Anybody else wants to follow the structure? Okay. Now I'll tell you where this is helpful. How many of you have been to interviews? Tell me something about yourself. How many of you felt irritated when you were asked that question? Try applying Oreo to it. Try applying Oreo to it. Now, in the case of tell me something about yourself, the answer is slightly twisted. Why? Because in a typical interview setting, what happens is first you get an offer for interview. You prepare for it, you send in your profile, you fill out an online form, and all the while you're questioning that why am I filling out an online form when you have my resume? And you turn up and they make you wait because the interviewer is busy in a meeting. So he comes down, he sits, and he has this resume in front of him and he's going to ask you, tell me something about yourself. And you're like, dude, you had 6 days to go through my resume and my online application. You had 6 hours today to at least glance through, and now you're asking me, tell me something about yourself. But there is a method to this madness. What they're trying to do is they're trying to see what you are beyond your resume. So typically, when you answer this question, you focus on what you want to be. Okay. So, for example, I think it was the last time when I was here, I was asked a similar question. And I said that, in my opinion, I want to democratize education at some point. And then I went into how education, how I want to do to education, what Canva did to graphic design. It made it easy for everyone. Okay. So think along those lines. Now, if somebody asks you, what is your biggest strength? You could straight away go with my biggest strength is my honesty, my hard work, blah, 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 blah. Or you could start with, in my opinion, my biggest strength is whatever your biggest strength is. I say so because I firmly believe, blah, 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 blah. And then you give a couple of examples where your biggest strength came through and close with. Therefore, I believe my biggest strength is my honesty. You could give me a situation and I will condition it to Oreo. Okay. More importantly, when you go to the table topics contest, I am yet to come across a table topic that could not be explained using Google. I'm yet to come across. And I've been in Toastmasters since 2015. Slightly younger to Aditya in that regard. So, okay. I mean, that is the only aspect in which I'm younger to Aditya. So, Oreo, difficult to follow, easy to follow.
Easy to follow.
Easy to follow. So you guys will be able to do it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have one doubt. Yes.
Yeah. We'll come to questions and answers. Okay. So should we close the discussion and leave the rest of the session for question and answers? Yes, no, maybe, why, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
How much time do we have left?
It's like 7 minutes more for workshop session.
Okay, so 7 minutes more to go. So we've got 15 plus 7, 22 minutes for question and answers. Okay, go ahead. What questions do you have?
What I'm asking is, we can apply this only if we have some idea about that topic, right?
Nope,
If we have heard this topic for the first time,
nope,
what opinion?
nope. I once got a topic which was, okay, somebody help me pronounce that accursed word. Supercalifragilistic exploitation, whatever that word is. When I heard that topic, I could not understand. So I just took the word super out of it. And I said, in my opinion, the only thing that I could understand out of your question was the word super. Okay. And it kind of reminded me of superheroes. And I believe that everybody is a superhero. I say so because every one of us has a hidden strength. For example, my hidden strength is, and then I went into my hidden strength, closed with, I did not understand your topic. This is the sense I could make out of it. And this is what I'm telling you. That makes sense?
Yes.
You can. Anything else? Yes.
Whenever you hear any topic, let's put you ask everyone, audience, give you some random topic. You hear it, whatever the first idea strikes to your mind, you immediately jump to that and you give some seconds to yourself to what should be the follow-up reason, what should be the example, and then you come up with the actual.
Excellent question, actually. The moment I hear a topic, because I've been doing this for so long, I kind of get an idea of the example or the experience or the explanation that I'm going to give. The first thing that strikes my mind is the example. For example, if I say Prime Minister, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Right? If I say aircraft, what is the first thing that is coming to your mind? And Boeing, what else?
Air Force.
Air Force.
Indigo chaos.
Pardon?
Indigo chaos.
Indigo chaos. But the point is that the moment I mention a subject, something about that subject, the example is coming to your mind. The problem happens that we straight away start with the example without giving the context. All you have to do is stick to that example, give your opinion about it, go to your reason, then come to the example, because that kind of becomes your comfort zone. And then move into your opinion, close with your opinion. Just to give you an example, give me a topic, anyone?
The last time you felt you dressed beautifully, what was the topic? Darshan answered that topic. I can answer that. When was the last time you felt you dressed up nicely? Something asked me, I was unable to answer.
Okay. When was the last time you felt that you dressed up nicely? There is a time that has come to your head. It's there. It's there. Now start with your opinion. In my opinion, the first time I felt that I was well dressed was, you just have to give a date. It's as simple as that. Okay. I say so because that day must have been some occasion. Okay. Let me tell you what I wore. And then you go into explaining your dress or whatever you were wearing. Okay. Therefore, in my opinion,
That day was my best. How can we follow the audio approach in this topic? Be the voice, not the echo.
oh, thank you for asking that question. I got that in a table topic. In my opinion, if you're going to be an echo, then you're just going to repeat what somebody else said. You're not being original. I say so because when you plagiarize or peddle somebody else's ideas, you will never be original. Let me explain. Let us say that you have or I have been through a life-changing experience. Maybe I was involved in an accident. Maybe I cleared an interview that nobody expected me to clear. Maybe I won an award that nobody expected me to win. Now, if somebody else copies your stories and tells it like it is, the first thing that you're going to feel about that person is disgust. And you're going to go and tell that person, tell your own story. In effect, you're telling that person, be a voice, don't be an echo. Hence, I would humbly say, be a voice, don't be an echo. How was it? I did much better in the table talk. I won that contest.
But what if we don't get an example?
Okay.
What if we are stuck in
The moment, so that is where a bit of interpretation comes in, which is why in table topic contests, it is written that your topic should be of a generic nature.
Yes.
I've seen people get really creative with table topics. I once got, if you're going, what was it was if you're going right, go left, or if you're going wrong. So there's some really.
I think I was part of that content.
Yeah, it was a really
It was very
exotic topic.
easy.
Yeah. If nothing is going right, go left.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was so again, it's basically the contest here trying to be smart. And at that point, the chief judge has to stand up and say that, look, I want my contestants to be expressing themselves. I don't want them to be solving calculus equations in their head while they're speaking. Because you're going to speak impromptu. Okay. Now, if such a situation happens, go with the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't try to think again, because that is what leads to confusion. That is what leads to tangents. That is what, when people say talk about a cricket match, people end up talking about a crow at a cricket match. That is how it happens. Okay. So, first thing that comes to your mind, use that as an example, as an experience, or as an explanation. Start with your opinion, build your reason, straight away come into the example. Might not be the best one, but you're better off going with that than trying to manufacture something on the spot. Why is this important? Because once again, you do not want to be doing programming in your head. You don't want to be writing a C program. Okay, I've written a C program. It's not an easy task. The only thing more difficult is Python. Anything else? Any other question?
I have one. So in a contest, a lot of people can have different interpretation, as you mentioned, for a topic. How exactly judges could so what I'm saying is that in a contest, a lot of people may have different interpretation while they are speaking. I always have the confusion regarding how exactly judges mark those tallies. Thinking that one topic was everyone's topic very different. How they were even mark those contestants.
I can't speak for all judges, but I'll tell you how I used to mark. For me, the first impression was how my audience is reacting. That was my first. Okay. The trick here is to know if your audience is reacting in a genuine manner or have they been programmed to. Because I will not take the name of the contestant. He had bought his whole entourage and they just started clapping. Even before he started speaking, they started clapping. So as a judge, you have primarily it is audience, then the first impression, how you are presenting yourself. Okay. One advice that I would give you is that if you're taking part in two contests on the same day, let's say that you're taking part in the international speech contest and in the table topics contest, dress differently. For example, have two different jackets. You don't want the judges remembering you from before for the right or the wrong reasons. That makes sense? Because it brings an element of staleness. That is one advice that I can give you. Now, regarding how judges mark, I just gave you my opinion. The problem is how judges will mark is not in your control. Okay. What you can do is stick to your example. Again, Oreo approach. Make sense?
Yes.
Any other question? Anybody? Avni.
Hi, Rupinder. So my question is, keeping this Oreo approach as the baseline, in your experience, what does it take to have a table topic speech from good to great? Is it the structure? Is it the humor? What really relates to the audience as well as the judges? So that's I just wanted to know from your experience.
Okay, this is going to be a long answer, so bear with me on this. Have you heard of ethos, logos, pathos, Avni?
Yes.
The pathos is your answer. If you understand that, then I will not speak further. Otherwise, if you want me to explain, I'll tell you. How many of you have heard of these words? Ethos, logos, pathos?
Just heard.
Let me try and demystify them for you. So there is ethos, logos, and pathos. I graduated in mathematics. Okay. So, and my favorite subject was number theory. And at one point, I tried to find out the proof of divisibility by 7. And I wrote a 14-page long thesis on it. Turns out that somebody centuries before did a half-page proof. Now, what does that establish me as? I can speak authoritatively on mathematics, right? I just gave you an example. That is ethos. Ethos is about you. It answers the question, who are you? Okay? Who are you? When you use your credibility, when you use your authenticity as a speaker to come across as a subject matter expert, that is when you are talking, when you are using ethos to make your point. Okay? All these are tools of persuasion. You're trying to persuade using ethos. And you might have heard it many times, especially with any chartered accountants in the room. You know how they speak, chartered accountants, when they speak, you just listen and you just take their word for it. If they say that, no, you're going to have to pay a fine of so many rupees, you will straight away agree. You can ask them that, can this be reduced? Can this be this? Can this be that? But because they are the expert, you straight away accept whatever they are saying. Okay? Now, let's come to logos. Okay? Logos is when you explain using logic or what you are talking about or the topic. The idea is to simplify it. To simplify what you are explaining. And I just want you to remember a number 13. If you are able to explain whatever it is you are explaining, it could be how to write an LLM, it could be explaining databases, it could be explaining the God particle, it could be explaining how Voyager made it past the solar system. If you can explain it to a 13-year-old in a way that the 13-year-old can understand, you're scoring on logos. Okay? The last and the most powerful weapon you have is called pathos, and the pathos comes from your audience. Okay? Now, let's go back to mathematics. Any mathematicians in the house? No? Okay. Have you heard of something called group theory? You've heard of something called group theory? Even I've heard, even I don't know what it is. It was like 20 years back. Now, if I say that I'll talk about group theory, I'm a mathematician, you'll probably accept that, yeah, you can talk. If I'm able to explain group theory to you in a way that a 13-year-old can understand, I have made my point. Now, let me try and explain it using pathos. Okay. On the face of it, group theory has its roots in the belief that similar items can be grouped together. They exhibit similar properties. The person who started group theory, who discovered group theory, goes by the name of Galois, Galois. I know we'll call him Galois, but French have a weird way of pronouncing things. His name was Galois. Now, Galois was a common person in love with a noble woman in the French court. It so happens that another nobleman, a person of a much higher standing than Galois, was in love with that woman also. So he challenged Galois to a duel. Now, he was a nobleman, he knew sword fight. Galois was a commoner, no knowledge of weapons. It was a given that he was going to die the next day. Now, Galois could have done anything. He could have professed his love to the woman. He could have probably cried all night that I'm going to die tomorrow. He could have practiced sword fighting, but instead, he took a bunch of papers, took a pen, and wrote the roots of group theory, which now powers rocket engines. He died the next day. He was buried in an unmarked grave. Nobody knows where he's buried, but his idea is alive in the form of group theory. Now, how many of you are now going to look up Galvas or group theory on Wikipedia? That is pathos. You make the people live your experience. If you are at the top of Mount Everest and if you are describing the top of Mount Everest, and when you say that it is really cold, people should feel really cold. They should be reaching for their coats through your words. If you are in the Sahara Desert and you're saying that it's really hot, people should be opening their buttons. They should start feeling sweaty. And you know what? The most powerful stories, they have more than 60% of pathos. And I can give you living examples. Our previous Prime Minister, all ethos. Dr. Manmohan Singh, all ethos. It was total ethos. He was speaking from a place of integrity, people would believe him. Our current Prime Minister is all pathos. Now, whatever your political opinion about him doesn't matter. The fact is that when he does his radio talk show, people who are uninvited, they turn up in hundreds of thousands to listen. That's because he speaks with pathos. Pathos is passion. He involves the audience. This is why I was saying that when you give an example, give your personal example. When you tell a story, tell your personal story so that your audience can relate. Make sense, everyone? Do we have time for more questions? Are we done?
So Q&A is done.
Q&A is done. Okay, thank you. I have time for one last question if anybody wants to ask, and then we'll move into table topics. One last question. Yes.
Actually, I had the previous question only. The main thing was in most of the table topics. I like 50% of the table topics. For example, when was the last time someone cheated you, or when was the last time you dressed beautifully? I actually can't remember an example. So in that case, I start constructing something कि यार क्या बोलूं 15-20 दिन उसी में चले जाते. So like how to grab senses and come up with something that has not ever happened before.
Okay, now here is where I will tell you to form a habit. If you practice Oreo at least once every day, within 21 days, this problem will vanish. 100% it will vanish. Okay, and that was going to be my last advice to you. I want you guys to practice an Oreo topic every day, any random topic. Practice it for 21 days and record yourself from day 1 to day 21. And compare your recording from day 1 and day 21. You will find that you're a much more confident speaker. Being there, done that. I have a person who used to speak in vernacular medium, who studied in the vernacular medium, never spoke a word of English, went on to represent his division in the district finals of humorous speech contest. Another person had a stammering issue, Raj Mehta. He now gives keynote lectures. This works, Oreo works. I've seen it work. The only thing that it requires from you is your involvement. It's like going to the gym. If you go every day, you'll see results. Else you become like me. Okay?
I have one question.
Don't become like me. Yeah.
Usually people say that start with a hook. And every time if you say in my opinion and then leave.
You're in a contest. How many times is every time?
No, but then generally if you're speaking
Sure.
in real life, then where is the hook? How can we incorporate that?
Your opinion is the hook. The moment you're taking, because your opinion is a stand that you're taking. Not convinced. The moment you say that, in my opinion, I believe this, You're establishing a stand. That is your hook. Whether or not that person agrees with it, that person is now forced to think. For example, if you say that, in my opinion, Android phones are better than iPhones, if I'm an Android user, I'll agree with you. I'm immediately interested in listening. If I'm an iPhone user, I'm like,
Why?
crap, right? Until you move on to your reasons. Okay, that's why. Example, that makes sense. I see where she's coming from. I might not agree with you, but I see where you're coming from. Make sense? Okay, then we'll call it a module. And next I think we're going to have table topics. People are going to attempt table topics. Remember the structure, everyone. Just go with that. And I'll be doing the evaluations. Back to you, Madam.
That was excellent. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and wisdom. In Holi, the celebration lies in throwing colors and playing it. And now that you know the knowledge, you know how to attempt table topics, it's your turn to apply that into the table topic section. And without further ado, I would like to call Toastmaster Vivanshu to take the session forward.
Thank you, Mr. Policy. A big hello to our fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Every year, Holi reminds us two things: courage and forgiveness. Even though we know, like, if we go out from the house, somebody will throw colors on us. We go and we enjoy. There's a huge excitement during the time of Holi. Similarly, if I talk about table topics, here we know that we are not prepared, but still we come, we take action, we show our creativity, we show our ideas, and we come on the stage. So, on the table topics, today I will be giving you some topics to you, and for this timing will be 1 minute to 2 minutes. And I want people to take participate in this and come on the stage and throw colors, not with the water, but with your words. So I'm expecting that some people are gonna participate in this. So first I will start from the offline audience. So who would like to go first?
Himanshu.
Toastmaster Himanshu, I have a topic for you. If your life right now was a holy color, which color would it be and why? Over to you. Sorry. If your life right now was a holy color, which color would it be and why? Over to you, Toastmaster Himanshu.
Thank you. Well, in my opinion, the first color that comes to my mind is black. But I think you guys won't associate black as a holy color. But let me tell you why. Because black is such an easy color to pair with. It's easy to go with any color. And let me explain why I say so. I was getting dressed for a corporate meeting. And I was confused in my mind. What is the thing that I should wear so that I could impress my clients? What was the color that came to my mind? Black. Because it was easy to pair with my white trousers. And then it was a piece of cake for me. I was fully confident and aware that what I'm wearing is looking good. That's why I say that black is best color to pair with. And it's not only with the dress, but also in the holies. Because in my childhood, I remember that few of my notorious friends, they got hold of me. They painted me with all the colors. And the mixture of all the colors that was coming on my face was somewhere close to black. So I would say that black is the best color for me. Thank you.
Okay, so now I would like to invite.
Yeah, I'll just do an evaluation through here. So Himanshu, you got a topic that if your life was a holy color, what color would it be? You started with an opinion, you gave your reason, and best of all, you gave a personal example. And not only that, you engaged with the audience. You said, guess which color? And the audience was now forced to respond. The moment you said that, the audience was forced to respond. If there is a challenge that I saw, it was that once you were done with your example, you closed with your opinion, and then you got reminded of your friends and you decided to bring in that example. What happens? Look at it from a table topic setting. People are expecting a closure, but they are getting another story. Look at it from an interview setting. They are expecting an answer, but they are getting more examples. So they might get confused on that. Make sense? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rupinder. Now I'm expecting somebody from the online audience. So who would like to participate? Toastmaster Avni. I'll go with you first, okay? Toastmaster Avni, your topic will be which Bollywood holy song describes your personality best? Which Bollywood holy song describes your personality best? Over to you, Toastmaster Avni.
In my opinion, the most best Bollywood song that describes my personality best would be Do Me a Favor, Let's Play Holi. Why? I've always been this nerdy kid. I'm a millennial kid, always true to my responsibilities, using them as my badge of honor, always serious about life. And then at a point in time, one of my friend told me, Avni, you just need to calm down a little bit. Splash some colors, relax, calm down. Now when I moved to a different city, I'm married, I have my kid, and now everything feels more colorful. It goes back to my childhood when we were playing Holi, and then I was studying for my exams, and I was like, I don't have time to, just go out and relax and enjoy. And then one of my friends just pulled me and said, just let go and enjoy, play it, come out and just enjoy life. So I feel the best song that describes my life is going to be Do Me a Favor, Let's Play Holi, and I encourage everybody to just let go, enjoy this Holi together. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Vibhanshu.
Okay, now this again, this is what I was referring to, that topics need to be generic in nature, they need to be understood by everyone. Now, for example, you've got Torsten sitting. He would not understand a Bollywood song, number one. He barely knows Holi. So this is what I mean, that we need to be generic when it comes to topics. That gives rise to the question that Harsh asked, that what if I don't know anything about the topic? Because then you have to make something up. Returning to Agni, she got a difficult topic. She got her opinion, her reason, her example right. Personal example. More importantly, she ended with a call to action. She did not exactly close with her opinion. It was kind of short. One thing that I would tell you, Agni, that if you're speaking online, your eye contact should be with your camera. We have this habit of making eye contact with the screen, but make eye contact with your camera. And if that is difficult, here is a trick. Take a post-it, write, look here on it, and paste it right next to your camera. That way you're always looking at your camera. Okay? Thanks.
Great suggestion, Toastmaster Rupinder. Thank you.
Next.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rupinder. Now I would like to invite somebody from offline audience, somebody who have not spoken. So would you like to?
Yeah, sure.
Karthik, right?
Yeah.
Whose name is?
Karthik.
Disqualify कर दिया somebody's answer.
Yeah. 1 second.
Same job
Toastmaster Karthike, laughter is the best medicine. Laughter is the best medicine, Toastmaster Karthike. Over to you.
Let's stop it.
Go with your
Should I change?
Go with your opinion.
No, I actually want to opinion. Okay. In my opinion, laughter is indeed the best medicine. The reason I say that is because no matter whatever situation in your life you are facing, laughter is something that comes to your rescue. Why do we need medicines? We basically need medicines to take care of a symptom that we are going through. Now, what are the symptoms? It could be grief, it could be a breakup, it could be a job getting taken away, or a failure in an interview. whenever there are only three things that I have done in such situations that I can remember. First is taking advice from my friends. Now that is something that really helps, or going on YouTube and searching for tutorials. The second thing is thinking positive and reading positive books and helpful material. That is the second thing that I've done. Okay, it works as well. But the third one is laughter. What I've noticed is whenever I have gone through situations that are tough to deal with, laughter helps. I'll tell you how it helps. It helps as a bit of an escape. First of all, when you are having fun, I associate laughter with fun. When I am having fun, those are the moments that I remember. And at least temporarily, they get replaced, they replace the grief that is there. Secondly, we have the option of addiction or alcohol or such substances. But what they do is they, rather than, I'm really zoning out of this one. Okay. Yeah. So laughter is indeed the best medicine because firstly, it takes you away from your state of grief. Secondly, it gives you moments to cherish. And thirdly, something that was in my mind. This is why I'm so bad at it. Yeah, that's all from my side. I'm really sorry.
First of all, Karthikeya, your problem is not that you're bad at table topics. Your problem is there are too many ideas that are coming to your head. Otherwise, you straight away agreed with the topic. You gave it, which is that you stated your opinion. You gave an excellent reason that no matter what happens, I find refuge in laughter. Where you elaborated was your examples. You spoke. First, the example transition was not clear. And I would say straight away talk about laughter. That for me, whether I'm sick, whether I've been through a breakup, whether it's this thing, what I do is I straight away go and turn on a comedy video. And that part about temporarily relieving, that rings with everyone. It gives others ideas also. Finally, close with your opinion, you forgot to do that.
Yeah.
Your problem is not that you're bad at table topics. Your problem is too many ideas. Just have to select the best one, stick with it.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rupinder. Now from the online audience, I saw like Mansi Lalit Kumar. She has raised her hand. So I would like to give you a topic. So your topic will be, sorry, Mansi Lalit Kumar. What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel alive? Over to you, Toastmaster Mansi Lalit Kumar.
In my opinion, the heart pumping every day itself is an indication that I'm alive. And metaphorically, if I would actually explain this, and why would I say that is, of course, your heart pumping, it's taking the breath and taking the blood from across the body. But I think more than that, what means alive is that you're not living a robotic life. It's about living each moment that Avni also called out. It's just enjoying every moment of your life. That makes you alive. So in my conclusion, I would say I am alive, and each one of us alive. I mean, scientifically, I'm alive, and each one of us is. I think putting across each moment to enjoy would certainly help in living it in a much better way.
Let's have a round of applause. What was the topic? I was distracted.
Alive.
What makes you?
Okay. Mansi, opinion, reason, you scored on that. What I was expecting was a more personal example where it relates to you. Second thing, don't call out a speaker. If you're going to do that in a contest, you're going to get disqualified. Because there's a criteria, if a speaker is called out, you get disqualified. That's number one. Second thing is that even if you don't get disqualified, as a judge, I'm going to mark you down because you're using the other speaker as a prop. And in my opinion, props are only necessary if you can't deliver your speech without. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
I have a question. I found that, let's say if you're on table topic and you just call back someone who has already, not table topic, let's say if you're on a prepared speech and you call back someone who said something in previous speech. Isn't
You
that
get disqualified.
great?
It's a new criteria.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's in addition to plagiarism and so there is a section on referring somebody else's speech or calling them by name. Yeah. It happened because it started with table topics. The first speaker would never get a chance. It started with international speech contest. The first speaker is speaking. The second speaker can come and build up upon that third speaker. They get another unfair advantage. So that's right. Okay. Next speaker.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rupinder.
We have Torsten. Let's give him a topic.
Um,
Torsten, you're up.
yeah.
Okay, what's the topic?
Sure. Toastmaster Torsten, the best gift you have received. The best gift that you have received. Over to you, Toastmaster Torsten.
The best gift that I received was a red sweater. I say so because red became my favorite color because of the sweater. Let me explain. It goes back to my childhood. I grew up in Germany. I grew up on the east side of Germany. That was the socialistic part, the communistic part. And we didn't have good quality clothes. But when I received from my aunt on the West Germany side a red sweater, I was wearing it every day. I was wearing it every day to school. I was feeling comfortable with it because the fabric was so different. It was soft and yeah, it made me feel, it gave me confidence. So this red sweater became my my I don't know, my stability, but it gave me comfort and it became my favorite thing to wear and my favorite color. And every time I wear something red, it goes back to my childhood memory of this favorite sweater. Back to you.
Superb as always. You created an immediate connect. The moment you said red sweater, I'm pretty sure everybody had a red sweater in their mind. And if you have a red sweater, you immediately related to Torsten. That is pathos at play, by the way. Then he said that he fell in color with the love red. And probably it would not be in his mind, but Valentine's has just gone by and that fervor is still in your right? Then give a personal example. An example born out of difficult conditions, living in East Germany versus going to West Germany. You have to be my age to understand what that meant. And then conclude it. Again, if I was to give you advice, Torsten, look at the camera when you're speaking, otherwise, flawless. Super.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rupinder. Due to less amount of time, I will go with two more, and I would like somebody who has not spoken anything to. I'll invite Toastmaster Cassius. Yes, right? Toastmaster Kashish. Every cloud has silver lining. Every cloud has silver lining. Over to you, Toastmaster Kashish.
Every cloud has a silver lining. So in my opinion, the silver lining means hope. And I say so because hope, I would like to start with a very beautiful quote from a movie, Shawshank Redemption. That hope, it's a good thing, maybe a best of thing, and no good thing ever dies. I hope that I stand here with my shivering hand the next time I'm here, I very confident. I hope that when I come here next time, I'm able to see everyone in the eye and speak confidently. So yeah, hope is good. Hope it's best, and hope is not just the best thing. It's super califragilistic. Thank you so much.
Okay, now this is what I mean when I say that if you get a topic that you're not comfortable with, make whatever sense you can out of it, and then try to speak on that. And that is what the Toastmaster Kashish did very well. He interpreted the topic as hope, and then he went into the reason. And that quote from Shawshank Redemption, those of you who have seen the movie, it hit hope. Okay, it struck the right chords. Gave some excellent examples and closed with that accursed word that I cannot pronounce. What if there was anything that I would want you to improve? It would be to, when you, for example, when you're speaking about hope, that this is hope, that is hope, when you're talking about that, just insert one more personal example that in my life when this thing happened. Does that make sense? Otherwise, superbly done. Great. One last topic, right?
Yeah.
Who's
Thank you, Toastmaster Rupinder.
Aditya raised his hand.
So I have the last topic. I will invite
But
Toastmaster.
there is someone raised since 3.
Arjun and Toastmasters are chill.
We can have Arjun and Aditya, like
Arjun.
Arjun, and then
Okay.
have
So
them.
first I will go with Arjun. Toastmaster Arjun, what makes you feel alive? What makes you feel alive?
Done.
You just did that without me or Mansi.
Mansi.
I'm sorry, once. Sorry. I think it is repeated. Toastmaster Arjun. A festival you cherish. Over to you, Toastmaster Arjun.
Our life is meant to cherish. Every moment can be cherished, or it can also put me down. The choice is mine. Whether I want to keep me in the moment and try to enjoy it, or I want to let the moment go. If you ask me about the moment which I enjoyed, the festival I enjoyed, that would be Holi. Now at this age, I do not enjoy it the way I used to enjoy when I was young. But when I reminisce, these memories always stick with me. Because when I was young, we used to make groups of children. There used to be a group of boys, which I was part of, and there used to be a group of girls. And we used to have competition. A few days before Holi, we would start storing water, storing colors, purchasing colors, so that, and we used to strategize how this time we would defeat the girls. And then in some festivals, we won, they lost, then they would come up, strategize, next time they would defeat us, and this would go on. These childhood proclivities, I get goosebumps because at this moment, I cannot, go on. Definitely, yeah. In your childhood, which you would like to relish and share with people. So to end with, yes, there are moments which we cherish. Every moment should be cherished. And my favorite festival is Holi. Thank you.
Arjun, you started with a statement, and the essence of which was that the choice is mine. And you actually made a choice, which was expressing your opinion. What I loved was that you gave personal and more importantly, relatable examples. Girls versus boys continues to be a very prevalent theme even nowadays. My 22-year-old son was once indulging in that before I had to yell at him. I lost connection while you were speaking. I could not, I heard you intermittently. So I don't know if you concluded or not. Okay. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I was getting phone calls, so maybe because of that connection would have been lost.
One last topic.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Ravinder. Now I have the last topic and I will invite Toastmaster Aditya. Toastmaster Aditya, if you had to remove one negative color from your life, what would it be? If you had to remove one negative color from your life, what would it be? Over to you, Toastmaster Aditya.
In my opinion, these colors wholly reminds of all the thoughts which we have in our mind. When Dashmi spoke in the starting, that's what the thought I come up with in my mind. And I thought that if I take this comparison of colors and thoughts, which thought should I remove from my head? And thought which came to my mind was that I am plentiful. Let me explain. There's been many instances for many, many years. I thought that I am underconfident. Everyone knows way better than me. Everyone is smarter than me. Everyone is funnier than me. That's what I used to believe. And that thought keep pushing my life backwards. Somehow, I was not able to take the first step when I tried to participate in table topics or a speech contest. Even joining Toastmasters, I took 5 years. I could have been a very different place if I could have joined earlier. But that one thought that, I'm not plentiful, stopped me from achieving my potential. And it still comes back again and again and again. This year, actually, I decided that no matter what happens, every day I say in the morning that I'm the best. I can do whatever I put my mind to. And I tell everyone that if you have to remove one thought, that would be that you are the best. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster.
Okay, Aditya, I will still say that you still retain the magic from those years. I love how you transition from colors to thought because the topic can be a very polarizing one. So, for example, if I were to say that I don't like the green color, then I'm alienating the people who actually like green color. But you transition that from color to thought. Excellent work. The way you created an example, it was relatable. What I loved the most were your pauses, where you were giving the audience time to let your thoughts sink in before you moved on to the next thought. The one thing that I would change is that you started with color, moved on to thought, come back to thoughts, go back to color, or maybe relate color and thought. That if I'm going to remove a color, I'm going to remove this color which signifies that I'm not plentiful. It would make it much better. Okay. Thank you so much. Wonderful to hear you speak again.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pinder. And I would like to say thank you everybody for participating in table topics. And thank you so much for throwing insights for your words. Now I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Ayushi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vibhanshu, for the topics, and thank you all the table topic speakers for coming so enthusiastically on the stage and giving your best speech. Thank you, sir, for evaluating them as well. Okay, let's take 5 minutes of break and then we will be back. It's 1 o'clock. Let's be back by 1:06. Okay. I am muting the stage and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Then
I will say bye bye. Bye bye, everybody.
it was
It's
great to
almost
have you,
midnight here.
Doctor. Thank you for joining today.
Thank you. It was a great meeting.
Hi, Ashish. How are you?
Hello, Ayushi. Yes, I'm doing good. Thank you so much. Hi,
Good to see you
everybody.
after
Hello,
so long.
questions.
Hi.
Yeah, likewise, likewise. Pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
Glad you could join for the holy celebration.
Yeah, likewise, likewise. Thank you.
Okay. वो YouTube पे सही नहीं आता कैसे डब्बा डब्बा आता है क्वेश्चन नहीं लगता Okay. In person are back. Online audience, I see you.
गैलरी भी कर देते हैं यहाँ से गैलरी भी
कैसे करूँगा ऐसे सही लगता है YouTube पे सही आता है Can I have your attention, please? Yes. Okay. Welcome back from the break. In-person audience, In-person audience, welcome back. Online audience, it would be great if you could turn on your cameras so that we know that you are here. And for the next activity, I would require your cameras to be turned on so I can pick on you. Okay, after such a wonderful session and interactive table topic session, I have slight small activity in the spirit of Holi. So are you energized and ready?
Yes.
Excellent. I like the spirit. Okay. This is a simple activity. It's Holi trivia and it has 3 rounds. First round would be a simple questions on the festival, how well you know the festival. Second will be where Holi meets real life. Simple questions, simple answers. And third is a Holi showdown where I will have a sentence and you would complete it. Simple, nothing to stress about, just speak whatever your heart desires. Are you ready?
Yes.
Excited?
Yeah.
Yes. Great. Let's start. Okay. If you have the answer, raise your hand. Raise your real hand or virtual hand, okay? First question, this is a warm-up round. Holi celebrations begin the night before with a ritual. The ritual is, I saw Harsh.
It's Holika Dahan.
Holika Dahan, right? Holika Dahan represents the burning of
Right.
Prahlad and
that evil. It's basically good
yes,
evil, right? Which color is traditionally made from palash tree flowers and is considered the most auspicious?
orange, yellow.
Good, correct. It's orange. Kesaria orange.
Yes,
Holi is celebrated in which country outside India? Nepal. Yes, correct. We have to raise hand now. Nepal. Correct. Holi marks the arrival of which season? Spring. The blooming of new life. Good. You people are knowledgeable. I like that. Round number 2. Holi in real life. Okay. Now, we discussed a little bit about Holika Dahan, right? It is basically throwing little edibles into the fire. Now, if you had to throw something in the fire, what is the one thing that you would throw and why? We're talking about real life. If you could throw something from yourself and burn it in the fire, what would it be?
fears,
Beliefs.
Fear. Okay, good.
Limiting beliefs, all the limiting beliefs. Any
Which-
limiting belief.
Limiting beliefs. Good. My answer is self-doubt.
Imposter
Ego.
syndrome.
Right. Imposter syndrome. Yes.
My friend's car.
What?
Procrastination.
Procrastination. Yeah. I like the answers. Okay. Huh?
Nothing.
Okay.
It was Delhi NCR's pollution.
Pollution. Yeah, well, if you burn fire, it'll just do the opposite. Gulal or Pichkari? Gulal. If we have some gulals, we have some Pichkaris. Okay. wet was fire,
Organic gulal, not just any gulal.
That's more specific. Okay. The color that stayed. Which color stays with you and why? Blue.
white and green color.
White and green.
Yes, because they denotes the peace in the life, and everybody wants peace.
Was
What?
it Stuti?
Yes,
Okay, good answer. Who else?
I think for me it's purple.
Purple. Why?
I like that those purple flowers. I forgot the name.
Orchids.
Also.
Oh, purple. Okay. Okay. Who? Okay. This is a little. I think you'll like it. Who do you want to drench? On Holi, there might be a person who you want to drench in colors. You don't have to say the name, just the person. What are they like? What are the qualities like? Who would you want to? Okay, I see two people staring at each other, and I don't like the intention. Just the quality, what kind of a person they are, who you would want to drench them in color.
There are a few people I'd like to drench in acid.
Acid? Oh, color. We're sticking to color. Bucket of water, color.
Like whoever will be closer to me, I will drench.
I think my
Yes,
sister.
ma'am.
For me, my sister. She annoys me a lot.
It's my brother for me though. Okay. Okay.
Sydney, color.
Okay. Okay. Holi is the way I see it, Holi is also like a second chance because Holi is the new year according to Indian calendar. Now, this new year, what would you do differently?
Pursue my goals.
Goals, okay. Do you have goals? What's your name?
Akshita.
Akshata, what would you do differently?
For this year, my goal is only to get into IIMs. So I'm just focusing on that.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, this is the last round. This is the showdown. Okay. I say a sentence, you complete it. Whatever comes to your mind, go for it. The best kind of people are like holy colors because
They're vibrant.
they're vibrant.
They're different personalities.
Different personalities, yes.
They mix with other people.
They mix with other people. They have gregarious nature, the way I see it. My mother is gregarious. She just reminds me of the sentence. Okay. If my life had a holy theme song, what would it be? A theme song for Holi. Do we have no singers in the house?
Yeah, I'm not.
Balam Pichkari.
Amitabh Bachchan song.
Rang Barse.
Rang Barse.
Right.
Rahul, what did you say?
I said Amitabh Bachchan song, Rang Barse.
Rang Barse. Right. Okay, that's the hot song for Holi. If today's meeting could be a color, what would it be?
For me, yellow.
Yellow. Friendly. Yellow reminds me of friendly and amicable.
Orange.
Pure. Rainbow. Orange. Okay.
Creativity.
Yes. Okay.
Rainbow.
Rainbow. Correct. Okay, this is the last question of the day. Last countdown. I'm assuming we all have done something mischievous for the festival, right? Could be that you have locked yourself in your room so that no one throws color at you. Or you didn't answer a doorbell because you know they secretly throw a balloon at you. So what is your holy mischievousness?
To avoid Holi?
That's it?
No, I used to like stay up all night before Holi so that I would sleep through Holi. And wake up when the madness is over.
That's
What's your plan for this year, you ask?
What is a holy mischievousness that you have done?
Oh, that.
Yeah, that. What is it?
Throwing balloons at others. Throwing
Throwing-
balloons with colored water on others.
Okay. Okay. What else? You can share if you want.
Yeah, I'd probably be inviting legal in action. No.
Okay. Anyone else who would want to share? This is the last question of the day. Karan.
Short thing, don't touch me. Once I applied many instead of color.
That is actually the way I see it healthy. Doesn't leave.
Once I have like almost slapped a child.
Oh. Reminds me of my teacher. Once in school, I took holy colors when we were not allowed. They were actually banned, and I took the colors. I got yelled at, scolded at. Okay.
Nobody ever tried. Never mind. Cow dung.
I didn't want to go in that direction.
Yeah, actually, one of my neighbor, they actually
Black
started
cow.
using
Fire brigade.
egg yolks.
Can you repeat?
Yeah, actually I haven't done that mischievous thing, but one of my neighbor, they started throwing eggs because they were short of balloons.
Oh.
That was really bad.
Yeah, one of my friend throw the tomatoes in the last Holi.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes,
Ooh.
tomato sauce and tomatoes.
There's a festival for
That
adults.
reminds me of that movie. The movie Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for participating. That ends the Holy Trivia. And I think we are running short of time. So I would like to first straight away dive into the evaluation session, where first I would like to call Toastmaster Saurabh to deliver the timers report.
Back again with my detailed report, and sorry for the previous thing. Actually, I will just okay. And first, I will start with the table topic session, and with the table topic, what do we call it? Evaluation. Okay. The first table topic speaker is Toastmaster Himanshu. You took 1 minute 15 seconds, and your evaluation is done by Sir. You took 45 seconds for this evaluation. And the second speaker, Toastmaster Avni, you took 1 minute 19 seconds, and your evaluation is 44 second evaluation. And guest Karthik, where is okay. Okay. Toastmaster Mansi, you took 53 seconds, and her evaluation took 35 seconds. And Toastmaster Torsten is not there. Toastmaster Kashish, you took 52 seconds, and your evaluation is took 1 minute 4 seconds. And Toastmaster Arjun also not there.
Just tell me the evaluation times for all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
For Himanshu, 45 seconds, Toastmaster Avni, 44 seconds, Karthikeya, 53 seconds, Mansi, 35 seconds, Torsten, 49 seconds, Kashish, 1 minute 4 seconds, Arjun, 45 seconds, and Aditya, 1 minute 5 seconds. And the last speaker of table topic session is Aditya. You took 1 minute 49 seconds. Okay. And come to the Q&A session, the total time is 15 minutes. We used 20 minutes 19 seconds. And for the workshop session, the time is 45 minutes. We used 22 minutes. That's all my back to the table. Teamwork.
Thank you, Saurabh. Huge round of applause for these days report, evaluating from start to finish. And now I would like to call distinguished Toastmaster Rupinder to give the evaluation and conclude the session.
Okay, I'm not going to give an evaluation. I'm going to ask you all a simple question. How many of you were eligible for ISC and did not participate? Anyone? Or all the eligible people participated in ISC? Almost, okay. How many of you, when you are asked to give a speech, you say that I don't have a topic, I don't know what I'm going to speak about? Nice. Good. Okay, I'm going to ask you, today we had a lot of questions. How many times did it happen that you heard somebody get a question and you were like, I should have got that question, man. Nailed it. Okay, so which one did you want?
In the color one.
Color one. Which one did you want, Vikshita?
Laughter.
Laughter. Okay. Anyone else? You want to tell? Yeah, yes, Avni. Which topic?
The color that I wanted to erase from my life.
Okay. And I think it was Mansi.
Yeah. The one which is basically, which is your favorite food?
Favorite food. What is your favorite food, Mansi?
Anything that takes me back to my childhood memories. So I think the food is actually linked to triggers those happy hormones in me. So that taste basically takes me to childhood memories.
Okay, super. Now, each one of you had at least one topic that you wanted, right?
Yes.
How long is a table topic?
2 minutes.
1 minute.
And maximum?
2 minutes.
So is there a rule that says that if you get a table topic, you can't do a prepared speech on it?
No.
No.
So do you have a topic for your next speech?
Yes.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Good. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you very much. You've been a very supportive audience. Thank you.
That was a much needed motivation. Thank you for that, sir. As we come to the conclusion, I want to remind us that Holi is our Indian way of celebrating New Year. And back in January, you must have had some goals or resolution that you would have set, right? And it's February now. Life has happened, and maybe you're on the track of completing those goals, maybe you're not. I look at Holi as a second chance where I can pick back on those goals that I set. And I would like to invite you all to do the same, to pick back on those goals and get the ball rolling. This Holi, I wish you that your stories reach the right hearts, and whichever room you walk into, you make that room a little brighter because you are it. Happy Holi, everyone, and back to Madam Presiding Officer.
Same to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Ayushi, for conducting the meeting so smoothly. And thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Rupinder sir, for joining us today and for this insightful session. And I'm confident that the next time we are called up for the impromptu speech, we will remember the Oreo approach. Even if the heart is still beating, we will speak something. So a big round of applause to Toastmaster Rupinder sir. I would like to call you on the stage. Small token of appreciation from clubs and
You should put a camera still in.
I will send you. No.
I don't trust you.
doesn't trust the camera quality.
I don't trust you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Madam President.
Okay, before we wrap up, let me hear a quick word from our guest. And I want to know about your experience. Guest Mansi, guest Rahul.
So, thank you so much. As I started the session with that, the beauty of the sessions is that you make it very inclusive. Even being there as an online audience, it's very interactive and you feel participating there at each moment. So thank you so much for an inclusive meeting. And special thanks to Toastmaster Rupinder, because the kind of insights that he shared, I think will definitely stay with me. They're going to stay with me. And I would really, at every moment of the life, whenever it comes to being very impromptu, I think this Oreo technique and whatever he shared today would definitely stay with me and help me improving.
Thank you, Mansi, for sharing your experience.
Yeah.
We hope to see you in the club soon as a member. Okay, next, can we hear from guest Rahul?
Yeah, hello everyone. So I would like to say it was a very brilliant, topic which one has given by Sir, right? And those are the tables, right, which has written on the blackboard. So I think I'm not much confidence while speaking in English, right? So some pauses, I take some pauses and sometimes. I'm not able to grab the exact words, but I listened carefully to you all, right? And I need to improve myself well.
Okay. So glad that you joined us, Rahul. Okay, I can't conclude
Thank
today's
you.
meeting. Thank you. I can't conclude today's meeting before inviting one more special guest. Not a guest, but a seasoned Toastmaster who is also an area director of our club and for other clubs as well. And would love to hear from him. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Sharad Jain to the stage.
Thank you so much. Hi everyone. Hello. So I see a few new faces. That's good. So congratulations to all of you for being the president distinguished club again. Huge round of applause for all of you. And the main part is if you see last 7 years, we are the President Distinguished Club, except one the COVID period, that is 2020, and we are the continuous achieving this award. And this time we are going soon to be Smedley Distinguished. So kudos to the both the presidents, I would say, their hard work, the club officers that make this happens, and all the club officers, they do pre and post activity to make this happens. It's a huge feat. And before this, like Sergeant of Arms mentioned that every meeting have a mission of this club, that is speaking and leadership skills. Beyond that, I would like to ask that if you have anything to know, like Toastmasters is for, as per your knowledge and opinion. Apart from leadership and communication skills, what do you get from Toastmasters?
Good community.
Good community. Anyone else? Coaching, mentoring. Okay. Apart from club level, like networking, yes.
Job opportunities.
Job opportunities. You know, can be life partners.
An invisible pat on our back while we are speaking. So a sense of motivation, it comes from there.
Okay, right.
You become a different person after 2 hours. Like now we are all in that older phase after this.
Okay.
Productive way to spend your weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Brain exercise.
Brain exercise. Okay, right.
Vocal as well.
Okay.
Self-love.
Self-love. So
A
all of
safe
you
environment to grow together.
So whatever you're saying, it's true. But my next question is, how would you get to do all the such activities? Like how you get to know networking, or uh, get together, or a job opportunity, or networking. How do you get to all these things?
So we had to make effort to come here.
Our clubs. The other clubs.
Okay, yeah, visiting other clubs, that's one of the thing. So regarding this, we are going to opening a new club in our area. That is a community club, a hybrid club, every Sunday, 10:30 to 12:30 in Golf Course Road. So if you are all most welcome to join us on any Sunday if you are free. Sure, definitely. I'll post it the address and meeting location. Meeting is happening on Teams and it's in hybrid mode, so everyone can attend it. And yes, you all are welcome in it. And it's going to be soon chartered. Like it's not chartered yet. It's having its joint meeting with the Leaders Connect and Storytellers, and it's going to be chartered soon, probably in the month of March. And if any one of you want to become a charter member, you're most welcome. And the benefit you get it, like if you are not eligible for IC, you can be eligible, because for charter member you can be eligible without completing your level 2 of your pathways. And yeah, and more excitement and gifts we have for charter members. And apart from this, there is one more investment. We have a agenda coming up, that is a Speak Up India. It's happening on 21st March, and where Toastmasters and non-Toastmasters are eligible to participate in it. And it's happening large scale. So any one of you who are interested to speak in front of a huge audience, here is the chance. You just need to record 1 minute video of yours and send it to district, and then there would if you are shortlisted, then you will further proceed to the next stage. And this finale is on 21st March at New Delhi. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharad. With that, I would like to conclude today's meeting. Happy Holi, everyone, once again. May you continue adding colors to every stage you step on. So with that, let's conclude the meeting and come together for a group photo.
You sit.
I said Akshita. Oh.
Who's taking the photo? Avni.
Okay, I'll just take it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. We can all say Happy Holi. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming up with such great energy. Let's meet at the cafeteria for gujias and some snacks. Bye online audience.
Bye bye. Take care.
Everyone, happy Holi once again.